So Jeremiah Smith was offered $4.5 million yesterday or the day before to enter the transfer portal. This follows up Carson Beck, maybe 3 weeks ago, got $4 million to leave Georgia to go to Miami. And you look around at what's happening and you think to yourself, where is this going to go? People were all over Nick Saban because he left Alabama dynasty, right? And he saw this happen on the wall. Jim Larinaga from Miami, their basketball coach, same thing. I mean, he was 74 years old, a little bit older, but saw the same thing from a basketball standpoint. It's like you go to the Final Four and everybody wants to leave. The process is broken. The team is broken. The entire structure of teamwork is gone. I wasn't a fan of Bo Schembechler as a head football coach as far as winning the ultimate national championship. It wasn't even on his radar. It was Big Ten, stubborn. Go out to the West Coast in a Rose Bowl and get blown out 1-7, whatever he was. But there's something that he said in his the team comment. I think it was 85, 86, somewhere around there, late 80s. And he says, this is the last time many of you are going to play for a team. You're going to play for a contract. And what he meant was that they were going to go to the NFL because they were leaving college. They were seniors and their eligibility was gone. Now you have active players. You could be a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, fifth year, doesn't matter. You are now playing for a contract. You are now playing for money. There is no team basically involved anymore. Some of these guys are on their third team in 3 years. Like, what kind of system is that? And how is that sustainable? So I equated this on a show or in a comment within the last week. It's the New York Yankees and their budget and the Miami Marlins and their budget. So how is an Ohio State, a Texas, to an Alabama? Everybody knows Boone Pickens is behind, the family is behind Oklahoma State, and maybe they can compete even though they're not on a national level of high production. Versus, I don't know, University of Minnesota as an example. How would you even be able to compete with that? You could make an argument that the regular season means less now because of the national championship. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because your regular season and what you're doing matters in order for you to have a chance to play in that playoff system. However, when this happens and you have nothing, if you have anyone of any type of talent that somebody else wants, and they're going to pay them $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, whatever the number is, and they have the ability to do it, but you don't have the ability to do it, I wouldn't blame the player. You're going to go if somebody's going to give you that or offer you that. Why wouldn't you take it? This is what this is becoming. You're 18, you're 19, you're 20, you're whatever you are, and someone offers you $1 million, $2 million, $4.5 million. He just finished his freshman year. We'll see if he stays at Ohio State, and if they'll match that, and they probably will, because the dude is a freak, and basically the best wide receiver in the country right now, and he's entering in his sophomore year. You don't want to lose him, so you're going to get into a bidding war. If you're a smaller or mid-tier school and try to compete with a Texas, try to compete with a Notre Dame, with an Alabama, with an LSU, with an Ohio State. I mean, I don't see USC. I don't see this ending in any way other than very, very badly. And the NCAA better make a move here quickly. And when they do, there's going to be massive lawsuits, because you basically, you undid the system. And then now if you want to, a year, 2 years later, change the system back, there's going to be massive, massive pushback. I am all for, people having the ability to earn. If you're 18 years old and you're not a sports player and you're in ordinary society you have an opportunity to go out and earn a living. When you are in college and you are awarded a scholarship, many on one side feel that that scholarship is your form of payment, and that if you want to earn additional money because you don't have any, then you can go work, in the downtown area or whatever area it is of your school, and pick up a job waitering or waitressing, working at a pizza shop, whatever it is. And that is how it used to be, and that's busted now. That's completely busted. Like, do you really think that any one of these top flight players is going to go work for $15 an hour? If somebody's going to offer them $1 million, like Carson Beck, yes, he is one of the better college players right now. I mean, Miami, you're going to leave to go to Miami for $4 million. And by the way, a lot of people don't know this. His girlfriend is a cheerleader at Miami. So I think it's $4 million, and I get to be by my girlfriend. I'm going to Miami, because why else would somebody leave for Georgia? And that's another team I didn't even mention that will have the ability to throw a lot of money at these players. And it's like Georgia's in it to win it every year, every single year. And that's not going away anytime soon. And they have the pockets to be able to pay players. But Miami's going to pay Carson Beck to go further south, $4 million. And Shedeur Sanders and all these guys have been making $1-2 million. And you saw Travis Hunter came out and he says, "Where's my millions?" And he actually was right. If there was anybody that was deserving of maybe the most amount of money in college football over the last year, it's him. I believe he's hands down the best player coming out of the draft, and we'll see how that all pans out. So the NIL and the portal system is a disaster. It's an embarrassment. It is totally overtaken society. And I knew this as a coach at a younger level. I was coaching AAU ball for multiple teams, multiple seasons. And you saw players coming from one game to another game, or one team to another team to another team. And then if one team wanted them bad enough, they'd pull them, and they get a chance to play with your friends. And you could argue, in my level, there was no money involved. When you start playing in these Nike leagues and stuff, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Come play for my team. We're going to do this for you. We're going to attach you or associate you with this agent. He's going to get you a deal, or she's going to get you a deal, whatever it is. And it's like it's trickled all the way down to the youth level. And the message it's sending to the youth level is, I'm better than you, and I shouldn't be on your team. I should be on another. And I'm not even just saying that is an AAU team. That'll happen in the public school league system. In all of public school, I'm going to go over here, and you're going to take me because I make your team better, and I put you more on the map. Watch. I think it's already happening. It's nowhere near what the college level is right now, but that's what's happening. And it's breaking the system, absolutely breaking the system. One of the reasons that I got out of coaching is not because my love for the game faded, the pureness of the game. It is because of what the game had become. The me, the I, the my kid is the best. My kid is, at that time, I've been out of coaching now since 2016 to late 15. So we're talking 9 years, 10 years, a lot has changed. It used to be my kid's the best and he's going to get a college scholarship. It's not that anymore. Not even close. It's my kid's good enough, and I want him to make money. I want him to be a financial asset. And it's not going to end well. It's difficult to undo what has been done, but somebody needs to do it.